course, I put out flyers on Bourbon Street and the location where the accident happened. And in grief, really. I'm just upset, hurt, banged up.
The search continues for a missing parrot. The bird's owner says it disappeared last week after a car hit him while riding his bike in the French Quarter. WDSU's Christina Watkins talked to the bird's owner. She's live in the newsroom now with more on this story. Christina?
Well, Scott, the bird's owner told me if Louise doesn't come home within the next week, he's worried it may not survive because of its health. So tonight, all he wants is for Louise to come home.
He's just brilliant. He's very talkative. He has the intelligence of a 2-year-old child.
David Duracek spent the past few days sharing stories about Louise, hoping someone in the city will find his pet parrot.
I'm happy that he's alive, but it's just tough knowing that he's out there.
Duracek said he was riding his bike last Thursday on Canal Street with Louise right on his shoulder when he was hit by a car. He said NOPD and EMT showed up immediately and took him to the hospital for his injuries, cuts and bruises on his head.
Parts of my thigh, down here on my ankle, kind of like that.
Once doctors released him, the first thing he says he thought about was his bird.
He's 36 years old. He's special needs, special diet. I'm most concerned about his hydration.
Duracek says he called SPCA and Audubon Zoo to see if Louise was there. SPCA says it's rare for them to hear about a missing bird. However, their search efforts are the same for all animals, and it begins with a missing animal report.
When you file it with us, not only puts our team on alert to try and match your animal with one that could potentially come into our shelter, but also our team are proactive.
Now that Duracek filed his report, all he can do now, he says, is wait.
Just please return him to the SPCA.
And Duracek told me he's gotten a few calls from people who think they've seen Louise. He said his parrot has a puff on its right cheek, so be sure to look out for that. If you do so happen to spot Louise, Duracek asks you to call him or SPCA. Live in the newsroom, Christina Watkins.